In this life, we all tend to overload on automation. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, everybody out there. What's up? This is Ed and Quinn coming to you loud from Maui, episode 45. And we are 1 year old. Happy birthday to Loud from Maui. We are 1 years old. And for that, I've got a beer right here. And I drink to that. Oh, icy cold. How you doing, Quinn?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, 1 year old, man. Last week I thought we was one, but no, I was wrong. It's actually this week. So, and I think today is when we first started our podcast a year ago, Loud from Maui. And here we are, still a year later, trudging on. Yeah? So, congratulations, bro. We did it. On episode 45. How do you feel? Do you feel 1 year old? Huh?
Feeling a lot. Probably a lot of mixed emotions like a 1 year old.
Well, we still haven't gone video, bro. We got to go video. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, they want to check us out on video. And I think we'd get more views. But for you people out there listening to us while you're going to work, going to school, doing whatever, I hope we're entertaining you, because we're here on Maui, bringing it to you all. So there you go. I have some issues I want to talk about. And the first issue I want to talk about is soap. Yep, soap. Everybody, soap. I'm an Irish Spring kind of guy. To me, that's normal soap. I like that green color. Ever since I was a kid, it was always known to be clean as a whistle. The kind of soap you can touch with your finger and snap. And, I always go in the shower. I got my soap. I got my shampoo. I always use certain types of soaps and shampoos. But then this particular time, I noticed that the color of the soap was different. It wasn't my green Irish Spring. It was like a lavender purplish blue kind of color. Yeah? Did you see that soap when you was in the shower, Quinn? Mm-mm. Well, let me give you a warning, buddy. It's a special kind of soap. And this is what happened with me and my wife. So I noticed this soap was a different color. I don't like that purplish color, that lavender kind of color. So I'm like, what kind of soap is this? So, I'm looking at it and I'm lathering up. I'm showering, but it's not my Irish Spring. I'm not used to it. But then again, soap is soap, right? So I'm using the soap, and then I looked on the top and I noticed in print on the bar soap, fresh bar soap, it says Queen V. Now, I had to pause for a minute there, and I was like, Queen V. I wonder what that V stands for. So, anyway, I continued showering off, and I just ignored it. It had a soft, flowery scent, something to make you feel fresh. And I did feel tingly and fresh until I talked to my wife about it. So I approached my wife, and I asked her, babe, what kind of soap is that? It's not the Irish Spring, the green, fresh, clean as a whistle kind of soap. What kind of soap is that? I know what it said. It said Queen V. And she looked at me and she's like, yeah, Queen V. And I'm like, well, what kind of soap is that? And she goes, think about it, Ed. What do you think the V stands for? And I'm like, now, showering, soap, the word queen. So the only thing I can come to with the V is hello, vag, right? So I'm like, Queen V, Queen Vag, vagina soap? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, what the F? I use that shit to wash my face with, babe. What are you doing buying that kind of Queen V soap? And she's like,
Exfoliating.
No, it's not even. It's regular soap, but it's called Queen V. And she's like, come on, Ed. What do you think I do? stick that bar of soap up my vag? Jeez. It's just regular soap. It's just called Queen V. But still, the thought was in my mind. I'm like, babe, it's not like my Irish Spring soap. Irish Spring, hey, remember, clean as a whistle. You can snap your fingers after you touch it. And she's like, well, what do you think I do? Stick the Irish Spring up my vag?
Well, you're rubbing it probably all over, huh?
That's what she asked. She's like, well, what do you do with the Irish Spring? Rub it all over your balls? And I'm like, I really couldn't answer that. And she's like, so if anyone should be disgusted here, Ed, it's me. She kind of said it like that too, with a little, wobbly head. Anyway, I had to get used to it, The Queen V soap. It's not the Irish Spring, Which I rubbed on my balls. No, anyway.
Probably is better for your face. That type of soap.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, gets those pores extra wet. No. Oh, gets all between the crevices and cracks. Anyway, soap is soap, right? Soap is soap. But still, I'm rubbing my face with it. I'm thinking vagina. I should be happy, actually, right? I should be happy. So every time when I take a shower now, I just think I'm bathing with a Queen V soap. I got to get used to that.
You can use something else.
Yeah.
You're addicted now.
I sometimes I buy that Old Spice, that liquids body shampoo, body wash. Yeah, I like the one with the bear. The bear, they got the wolf. They got the antelope.
Yeah, those ones are good.
Yeah, I like the one with the
Those
bear.
are good.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's my vag soap experience. It's all good, though. It's all good. But if I start getting extra thick stubble, then you'll know why, right? Anyway. But, women, they like to eat your food. You order a cheeseburger, they're like, I want a fish sandwich. Okay, you order them a fish sandwich, and guess what they end up taking a bite out of? Your cheeseburger. You order a milkshake, I want an unsweetened iced tea. Okay, here's your unsweetened iced tea. Here's my chocolate shake. Guess what they want a sip of? Guess what they want to drink some of? Your chocolate shake. Do I ask her for an iced tea? No. But she wants some of my chocolate shake. Razors. She uses my razor. And I know when she uses my razor because when I use it, it's like cutting my face. It's all dull. I can feel it itching while I'm scratching away at my facial hair. And I'm like, oh, she used this. I guarantee you she used this. Between her and my two daughters, I swear. The good thing about it, though, is that she'll change the blades, But I know that's when she uses it. Because the blades is all clean.
I'm a disposable guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be, but then she bought me that 5 razor, what was that? Or quadruple razor blade that you can take off the end and switch it off. But now I know why she got that, because that way she can use it too. See? You see how that goes? Oh, but you gotta love them, huh? You gotta love them. Women rule. Right? Oh, boy. But, as you get older, you just, you tolerate more stuff. You tolerate more shit. You're able to deal with that kind of, stuff in your relationship. No problem. After a while, it's, you just kind of grow with each other. And anyway, I got it. You guys didn't even know. I had to pause it. But editing will clean it all up. Editing will clean it all up. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. As you get older, you learn to live with each other. You learn to deal with the happiness and the stress of your relationship. And that's what I want to get into is the stress. Stress is a thing that'll get you. Stress in a relationship, stress about paying for rent, stress about, if you even have a job, stress about, the kids, stress about you doing, something like going out with the guys, or girls going out with the girls. And in a relationship, you got to learn to live with that. And as you get older, you learn to deal with it in a more positive way, in opposed to your losing your temper, or being more negative. And as you get older, you learn how to deal with that stress. But getting older and dealing with that stress, you know what I mean? That's when you start maturing and learning. And like I said, and I know I've said this in the past, I didn't mature until I turned like 30. I think I was still not an adult until about that age. How old are you right now, Quinn?
I'm 25.
25? Dang. You were born when I was, what? I already graduated 5 years already from high school.
So what is that? Like
94, 94. Yeah, because I graduated about 30 years ago. I'm an old shit. But because of that, see, I'm getting old. I got to do certain things. And pretty soon I'm going to have to get the latex glove up the ass. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to... I just hope my nurse isn't like some, someone with fat fingers, or my doctor, some Samoan guy.
Transfer.
I need you to bend over. No! Can I get a Filipino doctor, please? Anyway, yeah, but the stress. So I recently had to take a stress test. That's what I'm leading up to. I'm getting older. You got to check certain things. You got to check, for polyps in your butt. You got to check for, you're growing. You got to check everything. Your blood pressure. You got to check your blood count, diabetes. And for me, I wanted to check my heart because, I'm getting older, and God bless, I have friends that passed away that was around my age. And so, and I have friends that still alive now, because they're taking care of themselves now, and, they had heart conditions and they found out about it and they changed their lifestyle. So I wanted to go and check. I wanted to double check. So I went to take a stress test. And I had to run on a treadmill. And the two nurses that was taking care of me, they were awesome nurses. Nurse Lacey and Tyler. And, cool. They look like millennials, young, and they're talking about the association. And we'll get into that, talking about stress. But anyway, so I had to run on this treadmill. And I'm running, and there's like 6 stages. So the first stage is like a kind of a walk. You're just walking for about 5 minutes. Second stage, they kind of lift the treadmill, incline it a little bit, and then they speed it up a little. And so now you're doing a fast walk. Third stage, a faster walk. Fourth stage, a light jog. Fifth stage, faster jog. And, as soon as once you get up to that 6th stage, man, you're running, you're sweating. And I'm trying to hold my composure because I told them that I exercise a lot and I run, every day, and which I do. But, on that 5th stage, man, I'm thinking, oh, I should hit that stop button. Damn, that stop button looks pretty good. And if you've ever taken the stress test, people out there, it's stressful taking the stress test. Let me just tell you, okay? So they hook up all these probes on your body, and they ask you a whole bunch of questions about your heart, if you feel any pains, anything else, and then they make you run on this treadmill. And I'm running, and I made it to the end, and I was happy. And I couldn't believe that, I was sweating and so tired. I'm like, wow, normally I could run, but I didn't know. I didn't realize I ran about 20 minutes. So, which is about the same, amount of time I run on the beach anyway. But I guess just being under, surveillance with all these probes. And so I'm cracking jokes with the nurse, with that guy, Nurse Tyler. I'm like, I feel like Rocky, Rocky 2, or no, Rocky 3 with the Russian, Dolph Lundgren. I felt like him, like Drago. And I'm running on the treadmill, like how Drago, and
Taking all your stats.
Yeah, to get all my stress stats, and and just that, that thought right there I had to keep in my mind, because when I hit stage 6, I'm like, I'm Drago. Remember, you're Drago. Don't push that stop button, because I wanted to hit that stop button so bad because I was sweating, huffing. But I made it. I made it to the end. And the thing that got me is they told me I'm one of the only guys that has passed that test in months. So, how many people must have took that stress test and, maybe they even passed stage 3. And I'm just saying that just goes to show how much our society is out of shape. I mean, I granted, I'm not gonna lie. Towards stage 6, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna hit that stop button pretty soon. But I just wonder how many guys made it up to stage 6, because I know I see a lot of people who are on my age, and some of them are very much obese. Some of them can't hardly walk because they have knee problems and gout, that kind of stuff. And it's just all a matter of just knowing how to eat and what to eat and how to hydrate and just understanding your body, I believe in. I don't mean to turn this into a damn lecture, but I just thought that, that stress test really stressed me out. But just the fact that in months, I'm one of the only guys who passed that test in months, and just kind of made me wonder.
That's good.
Yeah, for me, but not for our community. Yeah. If they would have said, yeah, you were one of the first guys who passed this test in weeks, or even, since last week or whatever, they would have been like, oh, wow, But in months, how many people must have took that test in months? So, hey, you guys out there, go for a walk every day, stretch every day, because the minute you stop moving, that's when you die. That's what I believe. And I was talking to this with somebody. Was it you, Quinn? My grandma's 96 years old, and she still moves around. She still does things on her own. Granted, sometimes she gets, lazy. She's like, hey, boy, you can open that curtain for me. And I'd be like, I'm busy, Grandma. Can you open it? And I would be watching her from around the corner. And she'd be like, oh, okay. And then she'd have to get up, stand up, go to the window, open. But, that's her exercise. That's her movement. You got to move. If not, you're done. Speaking of movement, you been paddling canoe and stuff, or?
Not really.
Oh, working.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shucks, man.
I gotta start jump. I'm gonna try to go jiu-jitsu tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep going to class.
But that's why I do that. It keeps me young. To me, I think the fountain of youth is your sweat. Yeah. That's the fountain of youth.
I think that diet though, like, we're trapped in this fast food.
I'm guilty too.
Drive-through.
I'm guilty too. Tonight I had a Whopper with cheese.
Oh, I know.
And it tasted so damn good.
The other day I've been doing those damn McDonald's with the ice cream slushies.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like a slush puppy. Oh man.
Yeah. Slurpees.
Dangerous.
Slurpees. I used to go to 7-Eleven get the Slurpees. Yeah.
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 Jollibee's is coming up now.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Right next to McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's that chicken place, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Chicken Joy.
Yeah.
That's a bad translation, because I bet you in Japanese it means like, the greatest chicken in the world, and then you translate it to English is like Chicken Joy. How some translations don't doesn't match up to the word. Weren't we talking about this in Kanjin? Remember, on another podcast? You gotta watch what kind of tattoos you get.
But that's different. Like
But the translation you don't know, right? Yeah.
What the artist can be putting on you.
That's true. You think the kanji might mean like what do we say? What was one of the ones? Like strength.
Or something.
Yeah, strong wind. And then you go to Japan or China and they read the word fart. Hey bro, what do you have the word fart tattooed on your neck?
You know what I learned is that whenever an artist puts a tattoo on you, he still owns that art.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't use it, or you have to cover up all your tattoos and everything. Because Mike Tyson got fined for $1 million for doing a movie with that face tattoo.
What?
Without, yeah, just,
Without the artist's consent?
yeah.
What?
I
You're
just
kidding
learned that.
me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. So, like, you gotta
So what should
watch
you
out.
get tattooed
Yeah.
on your face if you're a celebrity or wherever?
Or just anything, yeah.
Wherever on your body.
Just make sure you cover it up.
So, okay, so like rock stars, for example, you know, they got tattoos on their arms, or even MMA fighters. If they're on TV, what?
I don't know.
Can artists sue them for that?
I guess maybe not for, like,
That's the same thing,
body
right?
stuff. I think interviews are a big one. Like, when it's like on their arms.
But if you got a tattoo on your face,
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. So
There's
like a
nothing you can
face-
do.
Yeah.
wow, that's messed up. That's messed up.
You gotta get the consent before you do anything.
Oh, Mike Tyson done messed up with that tattoo on his face.
That was a long time ago, though.
Wow. Wow, that's
crazy.
good to know. That's good to know. Hey, you know what else is good to know? And I know it might be me because I'm older generation, but it's the trust thing, and I don't trust when I'm like, for example, if you're installing an app on your phone and you have to allow them to access your personal, list of phone numbers or contacts, or, I had a hard time with Facebook and Instagram. I'm like, oh, okay, allow, because that's the only way they'll connect you with it. So for
It's so weird nowadays, right?
Right,
Well,
you don't-
right now, especially.
yeah, because you're
Zuckerberg.
allowing someone or, something to enter into your personal, library, basically, right?
Just all your information.
Your information,
Well, whatever you put up into their platform.
Well, they also ask if they can allow for access into your phone contacts, into, pictures, gallery. I'm like, I don't know, man. I got some good pictures of me in a malo. I don't know if I want them getting any of that. No. Oh, but
Might be
YouTube,
using it already.
like YouTube, for example, they're constantly updating their platform or their site, right? And so, I mean, to push allow or accept, the accept button, it's a hard thing to do, but, in certain cases you have to in order to get that app or that platform, right? So, I don't know. Is it just me, or do you feel the same way? Because I have a hard time, allowing access to. And certain apps, man, they want a lot. Like, they'll tell you, man, we need your contacts, your personal contacts, your gallery, your photos. It's like, wow, am I really going to give these guys that type of access, But if you want it, like YouTube, you got to, right? You got to press allow. If not,
You're living under a rock, basically.
yeah. But, like
Not
recently,
really,
they're posting all over Instagram how now they can access all your pictures and use it and this and that. But couldn't they always do that? They could have always done that. You know what I mean? So, I
They
mean,
probably already.
yeah. So
Now
if
they're just telling you.
that we're gonna do it.
Well,
Yeah.
that they already had the access.
Oh yeah,
You know what
they
I mean?
did. You know they did. And now they're just telling you that, hey, we are using this shit, by the way. So
So either don't use it or use it. You know what I
but
mean?
if you're not using it for something stupid, like
Well, who
what
knows
would you be
because,
afraid to use it for?
Zuckerberg owns Instagram and Facebook.
Who?
Zuckerberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he.
Yeah, that's
owns-
why they connect
or
with each other.
Facebook owns Instagram, So, like, whatever they're using the information for, that they're getting busted for, this whole Facebook information leak. They're probably doing the same thing with Instagram.
And then, so what are they leaking your information? Like, are they selling your ID to like corporations, or? I know they got that algorithm stuff, but
Well, that the algorithm is just like information that you're able to see.
yeah, because things that you're interested in or
Yeah.
like. Right.
You know what I mean? So what you see on your phone is different from what I see
Yeah. Yeah.
on my phone or my YouTube or my Instagram. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
it just,
right.
there's an algorithm that just gives you information that the algorithm thinks you like.
I like, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I'm fixing my truck. As soon as I put in how to fix a Toyota truck, and then all this Toyota truck stuff start coming.
Which is good to a point, but then when it gets like political, and you know they can use that stuff to direct your views to where,
you know, like the Russians is doing, yeah.
well, just like you're exposed from certain information, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if they
Or you're exposed to or restricted from.
exactly restricted.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
So they can restrict you from whatever information they want you
To keep you in whatever.
in check. You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like
right.
if they can see like you're looking up too much radical stuff, you know, they can probably start restricting a lot of things. But then I don't know how much they watch. You know.
Mhm.
That's a whole computer. That's the whole algorithm. I think about it.
You know,
And then
AI
what
and the
he's getting
computers
busted with, I don't know.
is gonna control the world. I mean, they already are, but they're gonna more so control the world in the future. Especially when they come out with like VR porn. You ever seen those guys watching VR porn?
I bet it's great.
Oh shit! You see these guys are standing in this room with their goggles on, or those glasses, those goggles, and then like one guy's like holding on to nothing, but he's like pelvic thrusting. Another guy's sitting there like doing the tune in Tokyos, and he's like, but you know we're looking at them and they look like, you know, dumbasses, like just, you know, air pumping and shit, but. The VR, man, they're there. They're doing the deed, you know? I wonder how many more years until that sucker takes over and everyone starts getting addicted to that. Because I could see myself getting addicted to some VR porn, man.
Well, just imagine.
And then I'll guarantee have to take a stress test for my heart.
Imagine if it
Imagine taking a stress test with the VR porn on. Running on a treadmill.
level 6.
Oh, shit. I'll go up to level 10.
You're the only one who's passed it once. No sweat.
No sweat, man. Easy. But anyway. Yeah. Yeah, just trusting the you know, your own, you know, your own voice in your head, you know, your conscience on what is right and what is wrong, and allowing or not allowing access to your information. That is the stress right there. So what am I trying to talk about? I have no damn idea. I have no idea because this beer is kicking my butt.
Well, yeah, that's the whole. It's hard to explain it, you know.
Yeah.
It's just because I don't know much about it. But that's the whole point where it gets into like a freedom of speech, you know. What is it called? Is where I don't even know. Now I'm looking at your hand, dude.
It's
but
hot.
like, it's restricting just like what you can talk about when it's restricting what you can learn about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so you're getting banned from these platforms for saying this and that, and then you can be, you know, kicked off of a platform or deplatformed for just violating that rule or that type of speech that they have set within that platform. See, that's hard. I'm layering it.
I'm just nodding going, because I.
You know what I mean? Though.
Yeah.
Just layering it though now. But yeah, I don't know about the information. Though. I gotta go look that up.
You know what, dude? I'm still trying to get used to not posting shit twice.
And see, that's where people get lost in it.
Well, you get all these buttons.
People don't even know.
Sometimes I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know how to delete
Or
some
care.
stuff, and sometimes like I'll press like I mean to press like a haha emoji, and I hit like the heart eyes one by accident, or the something else, the angry emoji, and I'm like, oh shit, how do you erase that? And when you're on like your stories and stuff, you can't erase it, right? I try. I'm like, oh damn.
You can erase it, but then it's harder.
It is hard. I don't know how to do that. So anyway.
But yeah, so what he was just getting busted for is using information without people's consent. That's the bottom line.
What a commie. No. Isn't he living in Russia though?
Is he?
Snowden, right? No, not Zuckerberg. I'm thinking about Snowden. Because he was spying us. Oh, why am I thinking about that? Anyway, moving on. This damn beer's kicking my ass. My sons, they were in the Shisa last week, and if you guys seen the post, you saw them doing the Shisa and opening the Obon Festival, which was done at the Okinawan Culture Center. And it was a wonderful night. It was the night of calling your ancestors and celebrating for the dead. And the Shisa is like a Okinawan, like kind of like a lion dog, like a dog, but it kind of looks like a lion too, And so they dress up in this thing. One's a head. It's a 2-person thing. One's a head, one's the tail, and they walk around and they perform and do all these tricks and stuff. And I just didn't realize it, but they've been doing this for like 13 years. I think my oldest, he's 26 now, but he started when he was, about 13 years old. Alkai was about 10, I think. So, yeah, they've been doing it for a while. And now just seeing them, as these adults, it was just neat seeing them. And the Obon Festival, it's begun. And so with that, I just want to say that if you guys want to see it, I'm going to post it again tomorrow on my Facebook story, so you guys can see the lion dance. Yeah? What happened here, huh? What's going on? Anyway, UFC. Hey, Conor McGregor, he punched an old man in the face who refused his whiskey, but he didn't drop the guy. They said his old man must have had a nice chin, either that or he drank too much whiskey and didn't even know that he got punched. But nevertheless, come on, Conor, what you doing punching old men in bars, smashing guys' phones, fans' phones on the ground? You're losing your shit, man. You got to gather yourself and reassess who you are, because you were a UFC champion on top of the world, and now, he threw the dolly at the bus. He punches an old man in the face. He smashes a guy's cell phone. He's not doing so good. And then John Jones, he's in a situation too. He's facing battery and assault charges from a cocktail waitress, some girl at a bar. Apparently he picked her up, put her on his shoulder, grabbed her and forced her to sit on his lap, doing stupid things. You're a celebrity now, man. You got to watch what you do, Did you hear about that?
I never heard the bar girl.
Yeah, cocktail waitress. And John Jones is a big guy, so I'm sure, they got it on video or whatever, him harassing this girl. So what can you say? Anyway, Khabib versus Poirier, September 7th, coming up. That is an exciting fight. I can't wait to see that one, man. And I'm guessing that the winner of that probably going to take on Tony. So if Khabib wins, he's finally going to be able to fight Tony Ferguson. You know?
Mm-hmm. That'll be a good one.
That would be a good one, but he has to get past Dustin Poirier.
He's on fire right now.
And Poirier is on fire. And they said that he's hitting like a sledgehammer at 155.
Oh.
I know. So, wow. Anyway, movies. Moving on. Matrix 4 is on, everybody. Yep, Matrix 4. They're going to start filming it. Keanu Reeves, he agreed to Matrix 4. He agreed to Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure, part 3. So, wow, he's going back in the 90s, huh? Trying to bring back the old school movies, which I understand because we need them now, man. I don't mind a Matrix 4. Some people are hating on it, but I don't mind. I would you want to see a Matrix 4, Quinn? Why not, right? I'm excited.
I would.
Also, December 20th, Rise of Skywalker. Star Wars. I guess it's the final episode they're coming out with. And the trailer is freaking awesome, man. They show Luke from Star Wars in the beginning, all the way going through Obi-Wan, going through, who's those guys? Qui-Gon Jinn and all those other guys. And Anakin Skywalker when he's a kid growing up and all that. And then that girl in the new one, where she fights Han Solo's son. What's that guy's name?
Ren.
Kylo Ren, yeah. And it just looks very good. But I just can't believe this is the last one. And they're announcing it as the last one. So,
Really?
yeah.
Bummer.
I know, bummer. But, on Disney, they're streaming a whole bunch of other movies because they're starting to get they get their own channel. I guess it's called Disney Plus. And so they're streaming, like, for example, they have Lady and the Tramp, the new one. And they also have another Star Wars movie called D23 or something. So, anyway, some exciting stuff. But Disney, they own what? Marvel. They own what else? Another company, Star Wars. Lucasfilms, right? So, and they're pulling all their movies off of like Netflix and all that, and they got their own channel now. So. There you go. In your face, Netflix. Although I like Netflix. So,
Yeah, they're doing a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. And then Apple, I heard, is investing like $4 billion in their new streaming video thingamajig. So, everyone's doing it. Hey, you know what? Real quick, we're coming up almost on 40 minutes, but I saw Ready or Not. Gross movie, kind of funny, but gross movie. And if you're into that gross blood and guts and that kind of stuff, this movie is for you. It's actually a good movie, exciting. The girl who acted in it, she was just from the beginning to end. I don't want to give anything away. Go and watch it. Ready or Not. Here we come. Actually, here we go. This is the end. Yeah, sorry guys, we kind of messed up on our podcast a little bit, but maybe editing would just erase everything, and you won't even know about it. Ha ha! Anyway, this is Ed and Quinn coming to you on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, even Twitter, any social media you can find that has a podcast. Loud from Maui. Shoots, la dat.